Is it going to be another golden Champions League final evening for Cristiano Ronaldo? PSG will have their say on that subject. They are the opponents of Juventus here at the Metropolitano in Madrid. And a warm welcome. This is Derek Ray in the commentary position, joined by Lee Dixon. Lee has all the makings of something very special.
Well, yeah, very excited for both sets of players going out to play in the Champions League final. How good does that sound? Wish I was out there, Derek.
And as prize assets go, this man tops the lot.
Well, he's an absolute legend, and he's gone on to now hopefully conquer another league, challenging himself every day of the week in training, now challenging himself at Juve.
This is how Juventus will line up. And you tend to know what you're going to get tactically from this team. High pressing.
Well, high pressing, high energy. I played this system at Arsenal many a year under George Graham. It doesn't half work when it works well. Sometimes you can just get exposed in the back, but they've got it down to a T, to be fair.
Well, it's going to end in glory for one team and bitter disappointment for the other.
Well, big nights call for big players, and there's a few on both teams tonight. Who will come out on top? I'm pretty sure it's going to be a great game, tactically, physically, and I think we're going to get some goals as well, Derek.
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. Gianluigi Buffon begins in goal. Thiago Silva plays alongside Marquinhos in central defence. And the main striker today is Edinson Cavani, the Uruguayan. And they get the ball rolling in the Champions League final. We're about to find out who will be crowned Club Kings of Europe. It is a fruitful forward run. This is Neymar. Neymar thrives on running at defenders. Space and time for the cross. Well clattered away. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Costa with it. Possibilities for Douglas Costa. Veering in field here. Taking care of business defensively here. Mbappe with it. He just needs to stay level-headed now. And it is Marco Verratti. Mbappe. It's with Rabiot. Verratti. Cavani. Good tackle. And a PSG corner. It's Neymar's corner. I must admit, I thought he was going to score with that header.
Yeah, it was a quality cross, and he gets up well, and it's just wide.
Bonucci was being pressed. And it's Cavani. A really sumptuous ball. Almost an example of a goalkeeper in top form here. He needs to clear it here. Possession regained by Verratti. Costa with it. Using the wide route could be beneficial for Juve. Too much pace on that particular pass. Draxler now. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Cavani. Speculative ball fired to the near post. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Relentless high pressing. Juventus fans remember the years when they weren't playing in the Champions League, so even though they are Italy's team. Ronaldo! Easy meat for Buffon, really, you've got to say. Draxler. Mbappe with it. Options around him. Is he going to punish them here? Not to be in terms of the cross there. Goal kick coming up. Now Rabiot. Draxler. Manoeuvring his way forward. Alexandro keeping it out. Now Rabiot. And a chance to fire them ahead here. And a powerful effort, but just lacking accuracy.
Yeah, narrowly wide, Derek. Decent effort, he smashed it.
It was a bitter pill for Juventus fans to swallow, the experience of the 2017 final in Cardiff, when they were beaten by Real Madrid despite having good patches of play in that game.
Well, an experienced side Juve will be looking in that dressing room. As a senior pro, you have a responsibility on the pitch, but in the dressing room before the game, really important you take a look around and help the younger players in the squad.
Will he play it in? Neymar. Rabiot. And it is Marco Verratti. Powerful enough, but not precise enough.
No, not accurate enough at all. He had other options on as well.
Bonucci. Dybala. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Well, given your vast European experience, Lee, you must have memories of playing Juventus.
Absolutely. Played in a dead rubber qualifying match here with David Seaman pulling his hamstring the night before the game in training, and he played the whole game.
That's a splendid ball from Ronaldo. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. It's with Dybala. Others to play it to. Cristiano Ronaldo. This is Neymar. Bodies forward and the break looks on. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Cavani! Well, is he going to give them The goal then for Paris Saint-Germain, the first one of this Champions League final.
Oh, they've got the noses in front. Can they stay there? Now the other team are playing catch-up. Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
And back in business, advantage PSG. Costa with it. Well, let's see, does he mean business? Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Dybala! Corner for Juve. Paulo Dybala with the corner. Radio. Meunier. We've been waiting to find out. Now we know a minimum of 3 added minutes here. Space afforded PSG. Chiellini under real pressure here. Juventus have given it away. Julian Draxler. And there's the whistle. Half-time it is. A radiant Champions League final up to this point, Lee.
Well, nervous, cagey, boring. Not so this final. This has been a really entertaining game so far. Looking forward to more of the same in the second half, Derek.
And they get the ball rolling in the Champions League final. We're about... ...45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. He's just a thorough reader of the game, and there we saw it. Now Quadrado. Space galore for Juventus. He might elect to link up Dybala. Khedira. Dybala. A corner to Juventus, and they need to make something happen. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, they get an extra sugar in his tea from the coach at half-time after that great first-half performance. Still touch and go in the second half with only a 1-goal lead, though.
And a goal kick given. Verratti. Draxler. Verratti. Now Kurzawa. Well, after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Verratti now. Carrying a genuine threat here. And dispossessed. Douglas Costa, through the gears he goes, and a chance to level it. Well, just couldn't quite keep himself onside. The flag has gone up. PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. Neymar. And it is Marco Verratti. Well, he was just a fraction offside then.
That's all he needs to be, a fraction, and it was so close.
Cuadrado. Juventus have given it away. This is Neymar. Kurzawa. Draxler. Cavani. Neymar. Well, a corner kick it is. Let's see if they can put this to good use as they try to add to their advantage. Substitution it is for PSG. And over comes the corner. And clears his lines. Manoeuvring his way forward. And he's broken free. Can he beat the goalkeeper? It's got to be. And Juventus have done it. A goal for them. Level pegging.
Well, here it is. You have to say it's against the run of play, but they've soaked up the pressure and gone and got themselves a very important goal.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. Even Steven, one apiece on this match. Verratti now. Di Maria now. Meunier. Given away. Excellent vision from Dybala. Cuadrado might be able to take it to the bank. Here's Lo Celso. This is Neymar. Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team. Douglas Costa. Cuadrado. Will there be a tangible end product? And a powerful effort, but just lacking accuracy.
Yeah, narrowly wide, Derek. Decent effort, he smashed it.
And a substitution in the offing. And the Parisians have lost possession. He's just a thorough reader of the game. And there we saw it. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. Verratti now. 15 minutes remaining. Douglas Costa. And now Ronaldo. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And he's in the clear. Still looking. Really important tackle. Federico Bernardeschi. Well, let's see. Does he mean business? Can he give them the lead? And up for grabs off the keeper. Will he play it in? And the cross courtesy of Dybala. This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no, there's another chance. And there it is, back of the net, looks like the winner. Well, here's the replay, and the power he's got in the shot nearly knocks the bar off the post. What a finish that is.
A bit more analysis as regards the goal. Disappointing for PSG. PSG to concede the goal. Now let's see if they can attack with vigour. Edinson Cavani now. Neymar. Cavani. Five minutes remaining, and one thing is certain, no one is leaving, because it's still close. Di Maria. No real conviction in the challenge. Pjanic with the pass, but intercepted. That's a splendid ball from Ronaldo. And Bennett. And he's broken free. Can he beat the goalkeeper? And a goal!
Well, let's see that again. Once he gets into his stride, he just strolls past players. What a lovely solo. Wonderful effort this is.
And the goal that was scored, well worth another look, Lee. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. This is Neymar. The referee's verdict is 3 additional minutes. Diarra. Cavani. And it's Di Maria. Always voracious, Verratti to win it back. Italy's old lady has passed the final test. Juventus are the winners of the UEFA Champions League.
Well, you have to say, fully deserved as well. All those months of toil, the training sessions, etc. The sacrifice, the commitment, the desire, the hunger, the luck as well, the application to put all that into a package and then win this brilliant trophy.
They do set very high standards for themselves, these Juventus players. But this is something they will remember forever. What a feeling of pride it must give you to be able to say you're part of the team that's the best in Europe, Lee.
Well, you know, these players get paid fortunes. Bank accounts are full of money, but it doesn't matter. It's about memories. When you finish your career, you look back at these moments. How many trophies have I won? How many times have I celebrated on a podium with this famous trophy?
The buoyant Bianconeri. Juventus lift the Champions League trophy.
Brilliant moment, especially for the captain. He gets his hands on the trophy first.
Well, they certainly intend to savour this. Juventus, and they ought to. Doesn't come along every night of the week.
Well, this is the moment I love, sharing it with the fans. Ticker tapes coming down.